brainwashing the younger generation as they've been brainwashed. Look, when you get to a certain point in life and you've been through the gauntlet, you've been through the war zone, for real, and you're in your 30s and you survived and you've seen people die, people go to prison. It's like a veteran of war. At some point when you get to 30, 40, you're not looking to continue the cycle if you really come from the mud or if you really came from that essence. Welcome to another episode of Don't Quote Me on the 27th Letter Podcast. My name is Landry Onwina Bay. You already know. Listen, I want to take the time before I even set out. Thank you for everybody that watches the video, whether it's 10, 2, 10,000, whatever it may be. Thank you guys. Today, we're talking about this epidemic that's in vogue, that's become in vogue since, let's say, the mid-90s, which is this gangbanging thing that these people are into, you know, and it's nothing really new when it comes to human culture, you know. It's all about tribalism and whatnot, but tribalism, again, like gangbanging, it served no real purpose, you feel what I mean? It's euthanasia at this point when it comes to this gangbanging thing. And I've challenged these so-called gangbangers who are like in their 20s and 30s, some in their 40s, 50s. It's crazy. Just career gangbangers, and they think it's cool. Like, yo, I'm cool talking about cause and blood and GD, BD and whatever, or you rep your block, or you know what I mean, your neighborhood, you know what I mean, like the strip your block is on, or you live on. It's all tribalism. And for a young person, particularly young men who join this gang, you know, let's say they're 13, 14 and they come out the house or whatever, however old they are when they finally jump up the porch. As a young person with no real role models come in your house, male role model, you become susceptible to following others. You know what I mean? So when you step out your house and you see these guys hanging around and whatnot, you know, like I used to be one of these guys hanging around, you know, coming out, you know, but I was never into no gangbanging. Like I'm not, like never. Like I deal with people on a one-on-one basis. You know what I mean? If I have an issue with you, I have an issue with you and just you. I'm not gonna have an issue with you and then go like shoot a house up or. I hate when I hear about this house shootings. Like, what are you trying to do? Kill a house? Like, I don't get it, yo. You freaking cowards, yo. Listen, I don't want to get into that. But anyways, you know, these guys shoot up the house or want to shoot up the block. You feel what I'm saying? Or go to a party or a barbecue and just shoot it up or whatever the case may be. Bro, the thing that really bothers me is that in 2024, there's still people going through this. We still have 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds brainwashing the younger generation as they've been brainwashed. Look, when you get to a certain point in life and you've been through the gauntlet, you've been through the war zone, for real, and you're in your 30s and you survived and you've seen people die, people go to prison, it's like a veteran of war. At some point when you get to 30, 40, you're not looking to continue the cycle if you really come from the mud, or if you really came from that essence. There's a growth that needs to happen. And for a lot of you guys out there who are in your 20s, 30s, who's supposed to know better, 40s, to even continue this is asinine, is euthanasia, because there's nothing productive about it. Now, Hollywood has glamorized it in various ways, from the movie Colors to Boys in the Hood, you know what I mean? So on and so forth, to a lesser extent, Scarface, that's a big influence on the man them growing up. But the essence, which Hollywood wouldn't, it's not going to show you, is the origins. A lot of this blood and crip and GDs and BDs were started to protect the neighborhood years ago in the 60s, just like Black Panther and so on and so forth. But the three-letter gangs who are bigger than you guys know, CIA, FBI, CBC, NBC, whatever you want to, all the corporations, you know, the shadow government, they took over these organizations that were supposed to be helping and protecting the neighborhood. And this is the end result of it. And I posed this question on social media to these so-called gangbangers. Okay, by the way, you guys gangbang on each other, but you don't bring it to where you're supposed to bring it to. You don't go to City Hall. You don't go to the police headquarters. You don't do nothing like that. Your mom can get punched in the face by corporate security guards, aka peace officer or highwayman, and you guys can just take it. Like, oh, well, it's just part of the game. Like, whatever, bro. You know? It's crazy to me to even see that we're still continuing with this cycle of not knowing ourselves. Like I said, the origin of these quote-unquote gangs now was to protect the neighborhood. And again, I pose this question: why are we still doing this? I post, and one of the man who is a Crip said to me in the comments, said, oh, it's just that man them got lost in the sauce. Okay, I get that, you know what I mean? We got misled, like I said. CIA, FBI, all these people infiltrated these organizations and perverted it, for, you know, like, for lack of a better term. But once you know better, you do better. Is it just me? Like, for me to come out of prison and keep doing the same thing, I look retarded. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if the man them are lost in the sauce, why can't y'all correct yourself? What's so hard about correcting yourself? I don't like none of these so-called, you know what I mean, social media, whatever, gangbangers who have gained some notoriety through social media. I detest these guys, yo, because it's like y'all stand for nothing. Even the ones, yo, bro, within the city I live in, I don't like the gang banging shit. That's pointless. We need to get back to protecting the women and children. Stop killing the women and children. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? This is why I look at man and I'm like, these guys ain't serious, yo. I don't care how tough you think you are or whatever, how big your crew is. Once you're part of shit like this, look at you as a fucking coward, G. Real shit. You banging blood and crib, BDGDs, whatever, your neighborhood, any type of tribalism, bro, that is not aligned with evolution and helping the human race evolve. Bro, you guys are cowards, yo. Illiterate cowards. Incompetent, inept cowards. Straight up. You want to gag bang, but yet all these things is going on in the world. Bag of injustices. A bunch of injustices going on in the world. But y'all just be like, only want to gangbang on each other. It's all misdirected energy. And I wasn't a gangbanger, but I come from that essence where it's like, yeah, that misdirected energy. You guys need to start directing your energy in the right place. You guys need to focus on the right foe. You know who the foes are. You know who the real ops is. The man that lives in your neighborhood that's going through the same thing as you, and that's really your op. Y'all watch each other on social media to the point that you start develop envy and jealousy, and then start red-eye each other. Whether it's with the girls or whatever the case may be. Sleeping with this girl, this man's girl, so you could diss him and so on and so forth. Bro, whatever, bro. Whatever. There has to be an age of realization where you're like, what the hell am I doing here? What am I promoting here? R.I.P. Nipsey, but this is the reason why he died. I firmly believe Nipsey Hussle died because he didn't have the courage to do what was necessary, and which was to denounce the gangbanging shit. And look who killed him. His home brethren. But you already know, they say you're not a Crip until you kill another Crip, which is, again, it goes to euthanasia. How you joining a crew where you're like, you're not a real one until you kill one? What of your kind? Like, what? Man, you guys are stupid as fuck. Real shit, yo. And if you have an issue with what I'm saying, because you a gangbanger or whatever, say, if what I'm saying, maybe most of you gangbangers don't like what I have to say. You know what I mean? And you can whisper amongst each other and do whatever, say whatever you want to say. But it is what it is, yo. I stand on this. I stand on this. And if you feel a certain way, bro, look in the mirror. Ask yourself why you feel a certain way about what I'm saying. Why does it bother you? And be honest with yourself. Look at the man in the mirror. Why does what I'm saying bother you about gangbang, denouncing? This again, R.I.P. Nipsey. I still don't get how he got all those accolades, because, tell you the truth, musically I didn't even recognize him. I only seen him as seemed like a family man, you know what I mean, and a person who had his head on his shoulder. But the gangbanging thing is what really, I was like, bro, you can't serve two masters, yo. Fuck all that gangbanging shit. Fuck your flag. And the same thing goes on a bigger level. Like, on a bigger level, this country's gangbang too. This corporation's gangbang too. So, I'm not ignorant enough to be like, oh, you guys are these lower level gangbangers are the only problem. No, you guys are learning your policy, how you guys operate your little organizations from the biggest gangbangers, which is the FBI, CIA, or corporate country, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But the man them started thinking like the colonizers. They became what the colonizers was to the indigenous people. Y'all are a cancer to the indigenous people. As bad as the colonizers that predates you guys. Again, I understand the essence of tribalism coming back from, from the human race, but it serves no purpose. The only tribe there is the human race. That's it. No hue, there's no color thing. It comes down to whether you're good or bad. Whether you operate on the lower chakra or the highest chakra. It's up to you. But this gangbanging thing, me personally, don't bring that shit around me. Certain gangbangers know not to come around me, G. You guys know that. Don't come around me with your dumb shit, yo. Cause what the fuck you representing? Fuck you guys representing? Nothing. What you standing for? Nothing. 99.9% of you are cowards, and the ones that are not cowards are the babies. The 15-year-old, the 14-year-old who are ready to do it, but they don't have the brain capacity to even realize what they're doing. So yes, as much as they're not cowards, they're brain dead. The youths that you guys influence to do certain things, Most of them are brain dead. Most of them are on drugs. Emotional wreck with no male role model around. And this is who you guys are exploiting. Bro. When it comes to this gang thing, I see it. Once we get the hang of it and get control of it and get it back to the essence of what it needs to do, bro, that's half the battle. Once we could redirect that energy that the gangbangers are using against each other and we put it towards where it needs to go, bro, that's half the battle right there. We just want half the battle, just changing our thinking. Changing who we look at as ops or as enemies. Anyways, I ain't got much else to say. Thank you again for joining me on the 27 Letter Podcast. Don't quote me episodes. My name is Landry Onigbinde Bay. Check out this video right here on friendship. This one right here, right? Somewhere right, I don't know. Friendship. What I had to learn the hard way when it came to friendship and business. You know? Anyways, have yourself a great day. Peace. 27th Letter Podcast merch. You can get them off the website. Just like newly published revised version of 27th Letters book. Make sure you go to 27thletter.com to get your copy of the book, the revised version, or just if you already have a copy, get a cup of coffee. You know, there's other stuff on the website you can get. Let me know. All right, support. This is how I am able to, you know, have the time to do what I do for you guys. Get the book,